Here comes success over my hill. Here comes success. Comes my car. Here comes my Chinese rug. What do you think? Welcome to my Sunday night chat. My name is Lulu. You know, LULU BEA, that's what my husband used to call me. That was his, he had a handful of nicknames for me, and LULU BEA was one of them, and thus I am LULU BEA. How was your week? You know, I just put up this vlog. Well, it's not really a vlog. I'm not sure what it was, and I just put that up. So I feel like my week has kind of been covered, and I don't enjoy, I did find out I do not enjoy doing those. It felt very all about me, which of course the world is all about me, but it really felt like, why would anybody care what you did on Wednesday? Or, I don't know, and sometimes I feel that way when I'm watching vlogs. I'm kind of like, why do I want to watch your life? Believe me, I have plenty of things going on in my own life. But, I don't know, it just wasn't for me, so I won't be doing any more of those. Wanted to talk about, everybody's talking about skincare. I'm not doing anything deep. I just got really curious about Korean K-beauty, Korean skincare. Like, what's the deal? Why not Polish skincare, or Australian skincare, or Brazilian skincare, Canadian, you know, on and on and on. What is this? Is it marketing? Is there somebody out there that, you know, because so much, and I fall for it. I love marketing. I live marketing. But so much of it is just that. It's just a new idea, the right kind of advertising, the right kind of word of mouth, the right kind of influencers, and, you know, get the editors to write articles about it, and boom. Is there really something to Korean skincare? And I don't know. What I did find out is that, and I could be completely wrong, this is just one person saying this, the Koreans really, really value beautiful skin. Of course we all do, but it's kind of a whole different level. Like here, I don't know, what do we value in America? It might be the dog, the white picket fence, the swing in the yard, whatever, all of that. That may be like the epitome. But in Korea, and they may want that as well, but in Korea, skincare, and it's the tone, I believe, the lighter your skin. So they're very much into brightening products and lightening products. And the governing body, either over advertising or over, I don't want to say drugs, but you know, the body that governs truthfulness in advertising is really, really tough. So if something says it's going to make you dewy, it had best make you dewy. If it says it's going to firm, it had better firm. Whereas here, those are just claims. They're just marketing. They're just marketing. They're just words. It's how I always used to say, NARS Sheer Glow, which is, you know, one of the, it's been around forever and ever, one of the higher end kind of, back in the day, it was very mysterious. That was not a sheer foundation at all, and it was not glowy. It wasn't matte. They did have a matte version, but it wasn't glowy. But as a woman, you'd go, oh, sheer, I won't look like I have makeup on it. I'm gonna glow. But it was not sheer. It was decent light to medium, leaning medium, and glow. It just was satin. You know, it wasn't like dewy. Now we have a dewy and luminous and all of that. It was just like satin. So marketing, you know, that's what it said. That's what it said. The title says firming. It must be firming. Anyway, what was I? Oh, so Korean. So they have a much stricter governing body of that there has to be truthfulness rather than just a marketing name. And they do have, you know, ingredients that probably, you know, that country is a lot older than our country, so there probably is quite a bit of family recipes that have been passed down, then of course modernized. So I just thought, I want to know more about it. Then I started thinking, because it's such a trend, are we being taken advantage of in terms of, how do I know this is actually Korean skincare? How do I know this just isn't some get rich fast scheme that happens to be in a place in Korea, so it can say made in Korea? And because we see that it's made in Korea, we're like, well, it must be the real deal. Maybe they don't even sell in Korea, you know? Like, how do you know? Do you actually sell? What, you know, where do you rank in the Korean drugstore market? What is the #1 skincare being sold? I don't even know that I could figure that out in the United States. I'm sure I could. I do a lot of research in my line of work, but not in that area. But anyway, so that's kind of been on my mind this week, is Korean skincare. And what does it mean? Why is it better? You know, and their ingredients, you know, they're not all about vitamin C or matrixyl or argireline or retinoids. They're about other things. And heaven knows they're about sheet masks. Ooh, yeah. So that was kind of on my mind this week, and I'm going to keep looking down that because I find it interesting. There is a site that I do trust. Just me saying I trust it, but Soko Glam. I will try to remember to link it. They don't know me, as you know. I don't do that PR or anything, but they seem to be the experts in the US of kind of curating all these different brands. And there used to be, can somebody help me out? There used to be a monthly subscription, and maybe this is what really turned the tide and made it popular. There used to be a monthly subscription box that was all Korean skincare, and I can't remember the name of it. Mimi? And that site was really good, and it probably still exists. Help me out if you know what I'm talking about, or if you are aware of a site that absolutely can be trusted, that everything on that site, every brand they carry is a good brand. It's kind of, Soko Glam is like maybe the derm store or skin store, or I forget all the names of, you know, where you go for kind of high-end skincare, and they have a ton of brands there, and most of them, you know, most of them are those that can be reliable. So that was kind of, you know, that was kind of it. I'm having a concealer battle. I will have to be making a video about that. I recently, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, I've recently gone on a concealer binge. It seems like concealers are the thing. Everybody's coming out with a concealer or more concealers, or adding to their concealer line. So every day, including today, I am wearing, I'm trying to find, I'm not looking for dupes, I just am looking for something that will work under my eyes, which are extremely dry, very lined, both fine and deep, and will, you know, just smooth on and kind of stay there. That's, I mean, I expect creasing. I have lines and wrinkles. My expectations are reasonable, but if it can not crease for a while, that's nice. Or I don't mind if it creases as long as I, you know, pat it out and then it kind of behaves. So I'm good with that. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to match the colors as closely as possible so that I don't look like pink under one eye and yellow under the other. And then at, you know, kind of right afterwards, right after applying, which is not the best time to make a judgment, in my opinion, on any makeup. It really needs to kind of sit on your skin a little bit. But I'll look at it and say, you know, which is better? I don't have any like set criteria. I just look and I go, which is better? And then I'll look again a few hours later, and just during the day I have a mirror that sits on the floor next to my desk, and I'll just pull it out and look. And every day I have found, with the exception of one day I absolutely had a tie. And that day was the Doll 10. It's sold on QVC. Maybe she has her own website as well. And her name is Doris Dalton. So Doll 10, DOLL10, Dalton, get it? And her Hydra Luxe, I think that's the name of it, and the Charlotte Tilbury. My under eye looked fabulous. Both of them looked fabulous. The same amount of time, the same everything. That is the only day I had a tie. Many days were very close, but I was determined to, have a winner each day, but that day could not tell the difference. So I'll put together the results of that. And again, I'm not looking for dupes. I'm just saying, between these two, which one do I look better? Which one do I like better? So that's my everyday. I'm stacking them and making little notes like the mad scientist. So that's been part of my week. My cell phone is ringing. I don't know why. Who would be calling me right now? And not much. The boys are fine. The dogs are fine. I can't believe neither one of them made an appearance. Neither of the dogs made an appearance. They usually do. They are sound asleep. And yeah, that's it. It's very windy, very, very windy. Today's been a windy, windy day. And yesterday was a very cold, rainy day. Like the temperature wasn't that cold. I think it was in the mid-30s, but it was so damp and rainy that it was just like bone chilling. Did I make anything interesting for dinner this week? I don't think so. Anything really extraordinary? I can hardly remember. I can hardly remember what Monday was. So have a wonderful week. I will be back this week with who knows what. I'm glad you spent time with me, and I would love to know about your idea. Are you using any Korean skincare? Have you seen a difference? Do you find there's an ingredient that seems to always be in it, and maybe that's worthwhile for us to know about? But anyway, let me know your ideas. And if you have, I was supposed to say this at the beginning, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And if you're still here, there is a share button underneath, it's a share with like an arrow. And what happens is if you hit share, you can put my video on your Facebook page and maybe your Instagram, maybe your Twitter, I'm not really sure. And that way your friends will see this and say, oh, maybe this is someone I can relate to. Of course, maybe you don't want to do it because you don't want people to know you watch Facebook or me. But that share button really, really means a lot, and that's how it works. Just hit share, and it'll say to you, which one, where do you want to share this? And that's pretty much all you do. Thanks again for visiting with me. Have a good week, and I will see you in a few days. Take care. Bye-bye.